students, I am Gerald Carvalho and welcome to my channel Science and Math with Gerald. Today is the second video in the series of the videos for quadratic equations. Today we will be looking into a few topics like roots of quadratic equation, practice set 2.1, methods of solving quadratic equation. Now, what exactly are quadratic equations? In the previous video, I told you all the definition for quadratic equation. An equation or a polynomial with highest degree 2 and only one variable is called a quadratic equation. I had also given you all the summary for what are roots of quadratic equation. Today, we will take a detailed look into what are quadratic equations and their roots. When we solve a quadratic equation, we get two distinct values for x. Why does that happen? That happens because x squared, the degree of x is always 2. So the values for x are 2. These two solutions of x are called roots of quadratic equation. So when we are given any one of the roots for this quadratic equation and there is one of the unknown term in ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we can easily find this unknown term with the help of the given root. So let us see an example for the same. Now in this example we can see if x is equal to 5 is one of the root of this quadratic equation kx square plus 28x minus 10 is equal to 0, then find the value for k. See, now we know that x is equal to 5 is one of the root. So let us substitute x as 5. So kx square will get converted to 5x square minus 28x will get converted to minus 28 into 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. So 5 squared is 25k minus 140 minus 10 is equal to 0. So 25k minus 150 is equal to 0. As you all can see in the previous video we had minus 140 minus 10 that gets converted to minus 150 and now we have 25k minus 150 is equal to 0. This minus 50 gets transferred on the other side. So 25k is equal to 150. K is equal to 150 divided by 25 which gives us the value for k, that is 6. This example is the perfect one for how we can find the value of unknown constant k when one of the roots of the quadratic equation is given to us. Now let us take a look at the practice set 2.1 for the chapter 2 of algebra, that is quadratic equation. Let us move to my notebook to see how the practice set is solved. Now the first question in this practice set is write any two quadratic equation. Now we already know the basic requirement to write a quadratic equation is we should have one variable and the highest degree of the equation should be 2. The numbers and signs in this equation do not matter. So the two quadratic equations that I have written are x square minus 15x plus 32 is equal to 0 and 4a square minus 152a minus 3 is equal to 0. So these are my choices of writing a quadratic equation. You can have your own choice, your own numbers and your own variables. The only requirement we have, as we know, is a single variable and the highest degree of this equation should be 2. Now let us move on to the second question of the exercise. This question asks us, decide which of the following are quadratic equations. The first sub question in this question is x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. As I have written in the solution, in this equation x is the only variable used and 2 is the highest degree. Hence the given equation x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Let us see another example. Third sub question in this question is y squared plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. To simplify the equation, we have to multiply each term of this equation by y so that we can get rid of the denominator y. Now let us see. Y squared multiplied by y plus y multiplied by 1 upon y and y multiplied by 2. So y squared into y gives me y cube. Y multiplied by 1 upon y. The y and y gets cancelled. So I am left with 1. and which is equal to 2. So further, when I convert it into the standard form, I get y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Here y is the only variable, but the highest degree in this equation is 2. Hence it is not a quadratic equation as it does not satisfy both the conditions required for the quadratic equation. Now let us see the next question in the practice set 2.1. Write the equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then write the values of a, b and c for the equation. Now first subquestion in this question is 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. The given equation is 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. So now we have to convert the equation into the standard form that we saw yesterday, and that is also given in the question, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore the new equation formed is y squared plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. For this standard form, what we have to do is bring the squared term at the beginning, the variable term in between, and the constant term at the end, and that makes is equal to 0. So the new equation formed is y squared plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. Now we have to compare this new equation formed to the standard form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and we get the values for a, b, c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to minus 10. Now let's move to the next example, sub question 4 of question 3. Converting the question is 3m square is equal to 2m square minus 9. Now we have to first convert this into our standard form, that is bring all the squared term in the beginning and constants at the end. So now I have 3m square minus 2m square plus 9 is equal to 0. 3m squared minus 2m squared gives me m squared plus 9 is equal to 0. Comparing this equation with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 as there is no variable term in between m squared and 9, and c is equal to 9. This is how we do the first 3 questions of the exercise. Now let us move on to see what do we have in the further questions of practice set 2.1. Question 4. Determine whether the values given for equation are roots of the equation or not. So here we are given one equation and 2 values for the roots are also given. Now we have to check if these given roots are actually satisfying the equation or not. So let us see what example do we have. We will consider the second example, that is 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. Now first root that is given, we'll consider that m is equal to 2. Now considering the left hand side, that is LHS of the equation, we have 2m squared minus 5n. Substituting m by 2, we get 2 into 2 squared minus 5 into 2. That gives us 2 into 4 minus 10. That makes it equal 2 into 4 is 8 and minus 10. 8 minus 10 gives me minus 2. Hence it is not equal to the right hand side, that is 0. Hence m is equal to 2 cannot be the solution for my equation. Hence m is equal to 2 is not the root of the given equation. Now let us see if the next value of m turns out to be our solution. M is equal to 5 divided by 2. LHS we have 2m squared minus 5n. Substituting the value of m by 5 upon 2. We have 2 multiplied by 5 upon 2 divided the whole square minus 5 into 5 upon 2. We get 2 multiplied by 25 upon 2 square minus 25 upon 2. You all can see I have kept it in terms of 2 square. I could have converted that 2 square into 4. That is also fine. So my 2 and the square term gets cancelled. So what I am left with is 25 upon 2 minus 25 upon 2, which gives me the value 0, which is now equal to my right hand side. Hence m is equal to 5 upon 2 is the root of the given equation 2m squared minus 5n is equal to 0. Now let us move on to the fifth question of this exercise. Find k if the x is equal to 3 is the root of equation kx squared minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now this question is exactly similar to the example that we did previously. X is equal to 3 is the root, hence we have to substitute x is equal to 3 in the equation kx square minus 10x plus 3, which give me k into 3 squared minus 10 multiplied by 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. 3 squared is 9, so I have k multiplied by 9. 10 into 3 will give me 30, so minus 30 plus 3 is equal to 0. In the next step, I get 9k and minus 30 plus 3 will give me minus 27, which is equal to 0. So transferring minus 27 on the right hand side, we get 9k is equal to 27. K will be equal to 27 upon 9. The value of k that I get is 3. This is how I substituted the value of x and found the given unknown constant, that is k. Now let us move on to the last question of this exercise, that is question number 6. One of the roots of the given equation is 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0 is minus 7 upon 5. Complete the activity to find the value of k. So minus 7 upon 5 is root of quadratic equation 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0. Therefore m is equal to minus 7 upon 5 is what we have to put. So the two boxes will have m is equal to minus 7 upon 5 and 7 upon 5. Substituting them, we get 5 into minus 7 upon 5 the whole square plus 2 into minus 7 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0. So now I get 5 into 49 upon 25. Out of the 25, I can substitute, divide 5 ones and 5 fives. So the new formation is 49 upon 5 minus 14 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0. 49 minus 14 will give me 35 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0. 5 ones and 5 sevens. So what I am left with is k is equal to minus 7. With this, we are at the end of our first exercise of quadratic equation, that is practice set 2.1. In the further topics, we will be studying different methods for quadratic equation. The three different methods to solve a quadratic equation is, first method is called factorization method. Now this method we have studied from the lower classes and we know what exactly is required for factorization method. Second method is completing square method and third method is formula method. These two methods are completely new, so we will have to look into this in deep. So these are the three methods that are used to solve a quadratic equation. Now in the next video, we will be seeing the first method of solving the quadratic equation, that is factorization method, and also the second method, that is completing square method. Now, thank you for watching this video. This is what I had for this video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel for more such fun educational videos. I will also be giving some new mathematical tricks in the upcoming videos that will help you all in the calculations as well. Thank you.